Hey, what is up, guys? This is Platinum Point. I just wanted to let you guys know sorry about being late. Yeah, I just wanted to apologize for that. Uh, background noise. I just want to see if the checking if the live stream is up. Just trying to see if that live stream is up on my end. And making sure I can see the chats. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Know that things are a bit. I know things are a bit just zany. Yeah, finally I'm back. Okay. So today's gonna be a bit of a shortish stream. Let me just make sure my camera is there. Okay, yep. Let me just. You know how cameras are. Okay. And let me just make sure. Okay. Okay. Let me just make sure that the face cam, not just the face cam. Yep, the desk cam is muted. Okay. Yeah, normally I have this set up, but life's a bit crazy like that. So, I got some mail today, some orders that I got from TCG Player, so I'm gonna take the time to open them before we go into a little bit more about some of the deck building that I'm doing, and then hopefully this is gonna be a short stream because, well, traffic was crazy and also just life stuff, so I wasn't even planning on streaming like this morning. I was planning on canceling it because I didn't know if I was gonna have enough time or the energy, but when I got home I realized, you know what, at least do something. So I want to show some of the stuff. So we're gonna look at what I managed to get my hands on. So I got one Dragapult EX. Not gonna show my information. Gonna toss that. I do not want to dox myself. So I got 4 clear trumpets, reverse foiled, Oh, they gave me 5 underground under depths. Okay. And then we'll look at okay. And I got 4 Noctowls from Stellar Crown, reverse foiled. I'm still waiting for some of my extra stuff that I ordered. But somehow I managed to get at least those. The glass trumpets. And the one Dragapult EX. So that's nice. This is going into this stack right here until I get everything so I can kind of put together the deck that I want to try out. I picked up stuff for Raging Bolt as well as for a Dragapult deck that I want to be testing out. So we're going to be looking at that deck as well as many others. So the Weiss deck that we're going to be doctoring before I start the other half of the stream, which is going to be the Pokemon half, is a deck that I didn't get to edit, which is going to be my Hololive deck. As I was waiting for the pieces to come together, for me to put together a comprehensive 8-door build. Later on in the future, and probably one of my other streams, will Dr. Don Machi. But for this one, I just want to focus on Hololive, because that is one deck that I am considering, and I would recommend people consider if they're planning on entering the BCS season. So we're gonna do a quick deck edit session. Oh, this is ReZero. Yeah, I think this is the Hololive deck. Normally I have all the decks prepared, but life is crazy. Just opening up a few things before I do anything. So this is the Hololive deck that I've been currently messing around with. So the build that I've been kind of messing around with is Mori Marine. But upon like examining what the premium booster for the swimsuit edition would give us, I decided I would revisit the deck just to see what changes I would make to make it a little bit more consistent and just overall better. So we're going to separate the cards by level, and then we will go over some of the card choices. And then let me just... One sec, just making a quick adjustment. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to put some music on just so it helps me focus as well. Pardon me, let me just... So we'll just edit the deck, and then we'll be doing a couple rounds on Le... Actually, let me switch headphones. Can you guys hear me? Oh my god, freaking Gato, you bastard. Just kidding, Gato's a good friend of mine. I always like poking the living daylights out of that man. Gato, how's it going? Trying to see, sorry, my speakers are... Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. Like, for some reason, OBS is not. Streamlabs does not listen sometimes, and it's kind of irritating. Let me see if it's in the other. Sorry, just checking the other scenes. Okay, good. Yeah, OBS is like Streamlabs is can be kind of stupid sometimes. They can have like the IQ of a chicken sandwich. This is like Streamlabs. Like I can hear my own shit sometimes. Oh, it's just like god dang it. Anyway, so we're gonna just be focusing on editing HoloLive, not worry so much about the video, the sound, the music that much. So right now, this is what the list kind of looks like. I could do a quick run through. So before we make the changes, because I feel like this deck needs a lot of fine tuning in my own humble opinion. Like the deck's fine, but in the context of this in the current meta, it's just a HoloLive. I kind of like it, but I'm not like obsessed about it. I could literally take it or leave it. I don't pay attention to that much VTubers, but I do like the set, how it functions in the context of Weiss, because of how modular, not modular, but how flexible the end game pathing is for this set. So that's why I picked it up. I was testing it with a few people in JP, and I realized like how flexible just overall the deck is at build pathing. And I'm a fan of that. Like when I build decks, I mainly go after sets that I like, or like set mechanically like, or anime or IP I actually like. Hence why this Dal deck exists. I like the IP and the fact that I invested a lot of time and money into this set. Like in the long run. So like, heck, the fact that I got, which promo is this? Oh, let me show the promo. Like, just says testament to how much I like this IP. Where, if I didn't grind for this, it should tell you something. The fact that I had to win every, like, not win, but at least get first place, get enough points to maintain the point lead during the pandemic. It was a nightmare to do that. My dream anime set, if I could. I kind of feel like JP already has it, and that would be Rurouni Kenshin. But if I had to pick a different series, that's also my dream for Weiss. Oh God, I'm trying to think. If they can give me Sasaki and Peeps and Jujutsu Kaisen and Weiss, I will fight to get a SP of Satoru Gojo for the JJK side and an SP for Peeps. If I can get the Pierre Carlo the Bird SP, I would like go bonkers. In fact, the only set I'm actually investing right now, and I'll tell those who watch the stream, there's only one set I'm actually investing this year. This is the last like Weiss set I'm going to be investing for the year, and that is Oshinoko. After that, I am pretty much not going to be investing into like monetarily into Weiss. Instead, I'm just going to be investing time into like just deck building and getting ready for BCS. Like, I feel like in the current like release schedule, there's nothing that excites me right now. Like, if they announce that Rurouni Kenshin comes out in English, I may go into that set. I'm not going to go into it hard, as I saw the SPs in the JP, and yes, I would like to get a Kaoru SP and a Kenshin SP, but they did my boy Saito dirty. They did my boy Saito freaking dirty. They gave him the wet willy and then just shat on his legacy. That man was what made the original Rurouni Kenshin series enjoyable post season 1. He made season 2 and on just so much more bearable, and even when I was reading the manga, like, Saito was one of my favorite characters. In fact, give me a sec. I'm thinking, let me go grab the rest of my stuff. Now, if they put Samurai Champloo, I don't know. It would have to be really good, this set. And Afro Samurai, they would have to freaking give me Samuel L. Jackson SP. That's the only way I would go into it. That is the only way you would get me to invest in that. Give me one sec. Whew. Where did I put it? When you're looking, oh, there you are. It was right there. It was right there. Frick, I was looking for the rest of my Hololive crap. 'Cause, 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 I was like in my head, it was right there. I always like going through my bulk, like not my bulk, but stuff that I put together. I usually put it in like boxes in case I want to revisit them later, so I don't give myself an aneurysm. I like to make sure I don't give myself an aneurysm in choosing like how many decks. Wait, what? How many decks do I have? Too many. Too many. Way too many. My head hurts sometimes when I'm counting how many. I think if my memory serves me, and if it's wrong, I will kick myself in my ass. I'll kick my own ass for it. I think 15? 15 to 18, that's not that much. Like, I have friends that have closets full of Weiss decks. I downsized quite a bit. Where the frick is this Pokemon card in here? Oh well. Oh well. Don't question it. The more I question it, the more I inch myself into aneurysm mode. It's like the old saying, don't ask questions, just consume content. Gato, I bet you have way more card fight Vanguard decks than I do. I know you do. Mister, I play standard and premium. But seriously, Gato, have you finally joined us on this side of the pond of the Bushi Road pond? Why are there bunny girl stuff? Oh, you sold your stuff? What? You quit TCGs? Or did you go into a more cancerous game? You know, I've been thinking about playing this card. But I'm not degenerate enough to play that. I think that's what I would run. Bruh, join Weiss. It is the meta isn't. Never mind. Yeah, we're kind of still in the semi tier, not tier 0, but it's still kind of not. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just kind of cringe sometimes. The meta is still kind of cringe, but honestly, it's less cringe than it was pre-banless. I mean it, like pre-banless was toxic for Weiss. Meta's not that bad. It's not meh. It could have been worse. But like right now, even though Slime and Overlord and maybe to an extent Seven Deadly Sins are still a problem, they're not as bad as Gura. Like, playing in the Shark meta was... How do I describe this? I played through that format twice. Perfect way. It scared me out of playing Japanese Weiss Schwarz. That's how bad it was in Japan. Overlord is like Judgment Dragon, if you remember Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Gura was I will kill you from level 2 when you're at level 2 and smile about it. Like, that deck had like the highest rate of killing people at level 2, and you just sat there just going, so that's how it is. And then Chainsaw Man came in and said, hi, I'm going to throw this format to even more cancerous state where, oh, you thought sharks were bad? Nah, Chainsaw Man said, we're shark cancer plus ass cancer, bruh. Like, seriously. Don't get me wrong. I love fast-paced games, but not so fast where if you played the game right and the RNG is supposed to help you survive to level 3, you just sit there and just watch yourself get punished as your opponent punts you to 3, and you sit there just going, well, I'm fucked. I'm not that type of person. I actually like back and forth. I like a little back and forth in my game. Hence why I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. So, trying to figure out what I'm going to put into the deck. So I'm thinking these 4, obvious. We're going to play 2 of this. We're also going to put... I am thinking 1 more copy of this. If I have room... the Inas. I want to play these. Definitely that. I'm trying to think. So if I'm playing... Do I play this? That is a tough question. Because I want to fit in room for red. And... because we're cutting out the Yuzuki Choco brainstorms. As much as I like the art, the Suisei ones are so much better because it's when you play Climax, it's top 2 check rearrange on attack, which to me is just as God dang, these sleeves are like thick. Okay, there's the other Suisei. So I'm thinking we run a small blue lineup in level 0 because we really don't care about blue in this deck. Because the only blue card we care about is the level 3 Suisei, and you don't need the blue in your level or in your clock to play her. She ignores color. So we can I can somehow cut these. So I'm thinking 3 of that. We still play 4 of this because this is a Rico. I like Ricos because it's sculpting and hand fixing all in one. Trying to think. This is the thing, like when I build my Weiss decks, I don't try to use deck lists because I feel like deck lists, they're a good guide into helping you determine like your pathing. But if you know how to play if you know your own play style with the sets, you can kind of deviate from them, which I tend to do when I can, like when it makes sense. Now, where the frick is it? Where the frickity frick is it? Because I don't want to get canceled, so I'm like, frickity frick. Where is it? Come on, come on. God, oh, I bet you like when my brain is just molding internally. No. No. I guess we'll play those. I think the drop search is fine. It's another beat stick for the deck. And I'm thinking between that or the drop salvage. But I kind of prefer the drop search just because it's a 3/5 beat stick. Yeah, we'll run the beat stick. Oh, you lucky. I usually can't do. Like, I can sometimes do Sundays, but not all the time. Because I like to keep my sanity. I value my sanity. Then again, what is sanity when you play card games? I think we need, yeah, definitely we need this because this is what searches either the, I think this helps you, yeah, this searches the Laplace, which you definitely need in the deck. So I'm thinking we run a 2/2 of the 3/2 and the 0/0. Come on. So we'll play Get In. God. One of the, so we'll check these out. And I think the drop search is fine as a beater. We could test it. We'll test the list out. Okay. Let's see. We'll play this just because it's a good level 0 pair for the Gura in terms of resource commitment. And then now, the painful part. The level 1s. In all honesty, like, I like the Mori combo, but with the current meta, Mori kinda doesn't match. And not to mention, I don't like Cancer. I don't like Cancer's playstyles. I consider Hololive like to be borderline sometimes. Even now, like 8 standby Hololive is, it's just pure psychotic. Like that deck, they essentially didn't really hurt that deck. Like I talked to people in Japan, like you would think they would hit Hololive just as hard as they did in Japan, but they gave that deck such a slap on the wrist. It's like, come on. You had you had the opportunity. Okay, so we got 4 of the Chloe. What else can I play in here? Do I play... No, not that. Part of me wants to play this or more Ricos. I'm thinking more Ricos is okay. So we'll play more Ricos. We'll test how the deck functions with this kind of configuration. I'm thinking for this build, since it's going to be 8 door, I think just taking advantage of the hand sizes to filter for pieces that you actually want to play is better. Okay, get over here. And here. So we play this. Sorry, assist. But since we're now playing 8 door, I actually like this card. Actually makes sense to play. I want to play more level 1s. It's just hard to find room. How many zeros am I playing? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think 18 level zeros. 18 level zeros is better for the deck. And then we play the rest counter, anti-change, and then more level 2 beaters. We play the stock swap. I'm still going to play the Musashi, but I'm cutting this out so I can have room for... Yeah, but the counter, like, counters are, like, thinking about deck building can be very linear. If, again, you know what you want your deck to do, and what you're looking to accomplish. Like, for example, like, I would consider the backup part, like playing specific backups, part of like the tech, your deck teching, like what techs you want to play. And like, I go for the philosophy that you build for consistency, not for deck teching. Because there's a couple people that I know that build very meticulously, where they try to fit in as many answers they can to almost every matchup. And don't get me wrong, it's fine. It's just, for me, my logic is I gotta be prepared to play 4 to 9 rounds. Like, the lowest amount of rounds that I will be playing is 4, and the maximum number of rounds that I'm going to be playing is 9. So, like, how do I prepare my brain to handle that long? Because if we're averaging it, we're looking at maybe 6 to 9 hours. 6 to 9 hours for that whole day. That's not just including the rounds. So, like, I'm thinking, like, how much energy do you want to exert thinking about every little play for every single matchup, when you can just focus on what are my best matchups and how do I play them well, and then on my worst matchups, how much can I fit in without having to exert so much time worrying about it. Like, unless it's a statistical, like likelihood that you're gonna face your worst matchups very often, that's when I would devote my time to it. But if the matchup is like if you're playing a deck that's highly not favored, of course you're gonna be wanting to build to handle every matchup, which hurts the brain cells. But me, I try to go for, I want it when I need to think about each play carefully. I'd like to have time for that. I don't want to have to be thinking about my plays every single round. I want to be able to know, can this deck execute steps 1, 2, and 3 consistently? Fine. When I have to plan for when things go awry, I'll have that plan ready. But to play like you want to play, like my thing is, you want to play play it the most consistent way possible. You don't have to worry about all those techings, all those responses. And I think that's why a lot of people who are normally good, they're really good players, but when they focus so much on teching out their deck and they complain about why the numbers, why they're still like losing, it's because, yeah, you teched out your deck, but the probability of drawing your engine or all your pieces is still not high enough. So when that happens, you can't blame the opponent for like opening better than you when you built your deck in a way where you're just overly teched out. There has to be a balance and that's why I like Asian mentality when they build their decks. They build it towards consistency, because even though they're best of one format, they can still handle pretty well in a best of three format, just because, again, they're focusing on executing their combo consistently, having as much as having enough text that can handle their worst matchups, and just acknowledge that, hey, you're gonna lose it sometimes. I think that's a better mentality to go about when deck building, because when you're trying to tech for every single matchup, your deck will be filled with so much bricks that when you do draw the brick, you almost have no one else to blame but yourself for not building your deck in a balanced manner. That's why I try to do that with all my decks, balance like board breaking and board setting up with resources to toolbox when I can't break a board or sustain a board. I try to keep my play style very open-ended, but at the same time, I know the paths that I need to take. I minimize the amount of choice. I try to minimize the amount of choices I need to make and maximize the amount of choices my opponent needs to make. Because when they have to make more choices than I do, in most cases, it's not a good thing. Like, you want your gameplay not to be as brainless as possible, but like you want the path to be as clear for you as possible, so that way you can navigate the game very calmly and smoothly. When you build your deck with all those tech pieces, you can sometimes have moments where the flow of your deck is very choppy, and your game flow is choppy because you're trying to unbrick your hand. So I'll just go through quickly what the list looks like for Hololive right now, 8 door. Not gonna truly profile it. I'll probably profile it later in another video, but just show what it looks like. So we play 4 Laplace Rickies, 4 Renes, 3 Suisse, 2 Laplace helmets, 2 Drop Searchers, 2 Pecora marker backliners, 1 Climax Swap, 4 of the Sakamata Chloe, 2 Robocos, and then 1 Nene. And then the anti-early play, the rest counter, 2 of the Anyas, 1 Matsuri, 2 Laplace 3/2s. This is just for resonance. Then 2 Mori, Calliope Mori, Musashis. Then 4 Suisse early plays, and then 4 Marine. So that's about it for that deck. But now let's get on to the other game that I want to discuss. And that is One Piece. Gato's favorite subject. So for One Piece, I'm kind of just been testing Yamato. The Yamato Wano list, because I actually like kind of a mid-range deck. And the Yamato list is both aggro and also mid-range, depending on how you build it. I'm building the Wano package because it's so consistent. I'm planning on getting. I'm hopefully gonna try get the Yamato alt art later. I also play a wrong one. Wrong box. Ah, where is it? Where did I put that? Oh, right here. Ah. So I have the Marco deck as well. I'm still tweaking the deck. There's a few pieces that I'm missing. I'm also waiting for ST15, the Whitebeard deck, because the Whitebeard deck does give this deck a few more toys to play with. But I like red blue. Like for One Piece, there's only one more deck that I'll probably build. I'm not super into One Piece where I'm a diehard. I consider myself a very semi-competitive to more upper end casual because I don't got that time and One Piece is way too expensive to invest in. Like let's be honest, like Bandai doesn't really do a good job at making the secondary market accessible to a lot, like the game accessible to a lot of people. They're getting better at it, but it's still Bandai. Like I will show you guys a little something something before. Oops. Let me lock that and put my AirPods away. So let me show you guys what kind of nonsense I am doing in terms of card games. Next stream I might be doing more of this just because I like this game more. Like I like this game and Weiss like right around the same amount. If you guys can see. So I'll probably be doing some streams where I'm climbing the ladder in this game. Because I actually like playing this game competitively. I hope to one day get to a regionals where I can meet some of the top players in the game. So like this is the deck that I've been kind of messing with. Or I'm messing with Roaring Moon. Trying to make changes. Give me a sec. Hmm. What else did I? Oh yeah, I cut out the Roxanne to fit room. Not the pal pad. What did I cut else? I think I actually did cut out that to have 2 binding mochi and 1 force sealed stone. So I'll show you guys how this deck plays. Honestly though, like Gato, like I feel like this game is so much better now ever since Stellar Crown. Like I would recommend like taking a look at it. Like the set actually opens up a lot of nonsense for it, and the fact that Regidrago is still a viable deck should say something. God, I open garbage. God, I this is cancer the opening, but that's what happens when you play Pokemon sometimes. You do get the cancer rolls. Oh, Chien-Pao. At least I'm going second, which is not that bad. But still, it's Chien-Pao. God, that deck is just like pure unadulterated pain. Okay, they dump Ultra Balls. So they're going for the makes me think they have the either Arvin, not Arvin. What's her face? Not Litzenia. Irida. I think they have Irida in hand. Hmm. So let's go that route. Let's see what's in the deck. Okay, we got that many energy. So what I'm thinking is we go that. And do I get the mochi? Not right now. I think what we do here is let's get some of the energy out. We'll fetch the Rotom V. We'll attach here. Let's flip a coin. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, we'll start alchemy. For that, I'm thinking we get that. We get that, and then we'll squawk and seize. Okay, that's good. That allows us to bench our Roaring Moons. I'm thinking this is gonna be a rough game, so let's spin the stop. Okay. Okay, that's good. I think there. We'll detach. Move that up. And then. Do I want to rest? Night Stretcher? No. So what I'll do is instant charge. Okay. That's okay. Hmm. Okay, here's the rare candy and Bax Caliber, I think. The thing is, if I can get the Sada's Vitality, I should be able to get KO. I should. Like, that's one of the reasons why I play the Rotom. It's to guarantee Arctibax. Okay, there's the Bax Caliber. Does he have enough energy though? Because if he has energy here, discards, he'll only hit 180. So I'm assuming because one of them's the Arctibax. He has 2 energy. Interesting. He's going that route. Does he have the catcher? I mean the superior energy retrieval? It's not that much energy, so it's like what are you okay? I don't know why you lost zone the stadium. Okay, that gives me a free turn. We'll do this first. Okay, we get that. That gives me... Okay. I think in this situation, we just insta-charge. Okay, we got it. Interesting. So he has to burn the Turo. Does he? But still, does he have enough energy to knock me out? Because by allowing... Interesting. I felt like that was a waste. That was such a waste of resources. Because now he's only doing 180. Okay, there's the Bidoof. Okay, so what is he gonna do? Is he gonna judge me or is he gonna Iona me? Or does he... Oh, he bosses order. So what is it? So is he gonna go after the... This? Either way, like it helps me out. Okay. How much energy is he detaching? This is interesting. Because I can just pick up the KO here. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. It's obvious his hand is really bad. So what we'll do here is we'll get catcher. Okay. Either way, okay. Can I sandbag him? No. I think I should take advantage of this and go for the knockout. We'll do the frenzy gouging. And then let's see what I get. Okay, yep, I got a Sawdust Vitality. So, okay, we got rid of the Chin Pow. There's another Frigibax. Yeah, like he has a boss. He has a boss. He has obviously the Excalibur. So what's the third card? Interesting. Hmm. You know what? I don't mind giving him the knockout on here because I get to take an additional prize here. I'd just be way ahead of him in the prize race. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, so nuts. Okay, well, obviously we'll choose the squawk. And let's see what he does. Honestly though, I when I was testing this like with hand testing, it flowed nice. Interesting. Okay. Is he thinking about hmm. Oh, okay, he might concealing cards to draw to super cold. I am not sure why he's going this route. When it's not knocking out anything, it's only doing 90 to two Pokemon. And he has to discard 2 energy. I wonder if he doesn't realize. Let me see how many ancient. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 ancient in right now. Okay, let's go. Okay. I'm about to have 6. We'll grab that. Because then I can just and then what I might do is do that. And I think this is fine because then I can I know it's overkill, but I forgot how much damage I could do. I thought the Mochim was playing as if I didn't have it. I did go to Worlds, but not to compete. I went there to hang out with friends and pick up stuff from the Pokemon Center. In fact, one of the goodies I picked up is the competitor double deck box. I have actually two of those, as well as like the World sleeves. Interesting. I don't know why he did that. And 160. There's the prime catcher. That is interesting. Okay, that was a. But then again, I am low tier. Like, I'm trying to climb up to the high tier, so. Shouldn't be. Like, the thing about PTCG Live is the ladder is kind of cringe. The shuffling AI is not that great. Interesting hand. What do I put active? We'll put that active. Good, my alarm. Don't worry about it. When I was working, I usually have an alarm. Okay, it's my turn. Interesting. Okay, let's first. Let's thin the deck out. We'll bench that. Let's spin the stop. Okay, that's fine. Let's get that. Let's conceal cards. Let's bench that. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll get that. I'll attach. Do I just go for the donk? Yeah, I just go for it. I go for the donk. I just go for the donk. I am so sorry. That was disgusting. That is disgusting. Like, holy shit. That is disgusting. Okay, how many more do I need to be to actually get to the harder ladder? Because I actually like the harder ladder. It's much more challenging. Okay, here's the Petchy Petch. I don't know, like I've already dropped Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the only games that I mainly am focusing on is like Pokemon, Weiss, and a little bit of One Piece. I What I mean by drop Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like I haven't been focusing on it at all. And in all honesty, like I do like so I'm probably not going to drop any of the games because I'm very selective of what games that I am playing investing my time in the first place. Interesting. So he's making me go first. So in this situation, I think we go here and then we just instant charge. $20 does 30. So this gives me an opportunity to just get that and that. So let me discard those. Let's get that. Okay. What I'm thinking we do here. What does it say here? I think we just instant charge here. Okay, good. Okay, he's gonna do 60. That's not that bad. Because all I gotta do is do that. Let's Star Alchemy. I'll need that. And then what I'll do here, discard that. We'll get this. We'll attach one here. Then we'll conceal cards the other one. We'll put that there. And okay. Yeah, interesting. Honestly though, like losing one prize is fine. Like because I can KO this thing really easy. The fact that he's not benching anything else means I can just do this. Go. We'll go that. We'll go. We'll frenzy gouging it. I don't care if, because now they'll have to. Because the fact that they only benched one Pheasantipity means they only had enough energy investment for one. And Okidogi cannot attack unless it has 3 energy. So this gives me the opportunity to just drag that Okidogi up. We'll spin the stop. Okay. Bring this up. And go for the kill. Like, seriously, that was pretty quick. Okay, 2 more. We'll do a few more games on the ladder. Okay, heads. Wonder if he's gonna make me go first. Like, one of the reasons why I've been testing the Rotom V in this list, like, even though I lose access to Super Rod, which is also really good, a good recycling tool for Pokemon, the fact that Rotom allows me to, like, if I go first, have another form of draw other than just relying on the Pheasantipity, it really makes my game plan just all the more easier. Chances are he's drawing 2, I think. 1 or 2. Okay. So who's going? Interesting. So is this the Hydrapple list? That would be interesting to see. If we see the Diplins here. The Applins, I mean. Interesting. Okay, we'll bench. These we'll put. And then we'll do this. Squawk and Seas. No, I'm thinking here. And then we'll quick Winston charge. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. He'll teal dance. Draw. Teal dance again. Draw. Interesting. Another ogre pawn. Interesting. It is the Hydrapple deck. Okay. So we play this. Get rid of this. We'll get rid of those. Don't search. And then Sada's Vitality. Let's Earthen Vessel. Let's get that out of there. Let's flip the script. Let's get that. Okay, so what I'm thinking we do, we get this, attach here, we do this, we start alchemy, we'll get the Pokestop, spin it, okay, and then what we'll do here, okay, we'll drag this one out. If I remember correctly, this says that interesting. This might actually be a bad match. This is definitely a bad matchup for me. Okay, well, frenzy gouging. Let's see if we can. Let's see if I can. If I can somehow, I could possibly win this. It really depends on how well my opponent draws. Like, I can. It might be sudden death. Whoever gets first knockout. It's going to depend on quite a few things going my way. Okay, let's see. So first, let's get that. Okay. Okay, let's draw 3. If I can hit this. Yeah, we can see that. If I hit it, then I could have won that actually. If I hit it. That's why I hate the catcher. It's so RNG dependent. I don't like trusting so much RNG into it. We'll play one last game and then I'm just gonna cut it out. This will be the last one. Then I'll end the stream. I gotta take care of some business. For Pokemon, for which game, Gato? How would I want the meta shift to occur? Like, for what game? That really depends on the game. Like for Weiss, I would like it to have the JP power creep, the power reset. For Pokemon, I think it's in a good spot. Ooh, Charmander. Um, it's nighttime, like at 9, but I have other stuff to do. I have a little competition I have with my friends that we're doing. We're doing a cage match. What is going on? Why won't it let me? That is weird. It won't let me choose. So buggy. We'll squawk and seize. And then we'll... Not that. That. We'll get that. And then... Okay. Interesting. We'll bench all 3. Let me see how much energy I have in here. Only 2. I think. Attaching... and I think we'll attach here and pass. I think for Pokemon, I think the meta's healthy where it's at right now, in all honesty. Ooh. That is an interesting hand. So, okay, he benches 2 Charmanders. Okay, so that means we have to focus down the Pidgey, probably. Depends on what he has. Really depends on what he has. It really depends on what he has. Okay. That's fine. I think that pretty much makes our decision. We'll just discard 1 in this. And then draw 3. And then I think we just... I want to start... You know what? Let's go for it. I know I still have it. Yep. Let's go for the aggressive play. We go after that. So we can just KO it right there. Deny them the Pidgey right now, so that way we can just pick apart their board. Like, since they're not playing the Dusk Noir build, you could still get into Weiss, honestly. Here comes the Charizard. Okay, he's doing this route. He's going all in on this. Interesting. Combustion Blast. Honestly, I can't blame him for going this path. It is a valid strat. But the problem with that strat is now I can just... Let's go here first. Before I decide if I want to go after... So bad. Okay, we go after the Charizard. Then again, he'll probably have enough to revenge knock me. Yeah. That's the problem with this deck, too. It's like, Charizard does have a favorable matchup with this deck. And also, Charizard just naturally has a better matchup. Because you don't want to take more, like, fast prizes against that deck. You want to be slow against them. You want them to be taking more prizes than you are. Or at least you want them to be setting up faster than you are. So that way, when you take out those... Like, the only time you should be shooting for early kills is if you can knock out their utility pieces. So it's kind of interesting, like, he's... It seems to me like he's starving for a utility piece, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, this is all going to depend on a few things. So, like, if I... Okay, I didn't see it. I guess we'll retreat. We'll do this route. Let's put those two back. And I guess since he's starving for resources, we'll just take advantage of that. And just take out the Charmanders. Okay, there's the boss's orders. So, depending on his situation... Because he can knock me out if he has a fire energy. So I am kind of concerned. If he has the rare candy, I pretty much lose this. Yeah, he has it. Yeah, we just concede this. Like, I actually would have preferred taking out that Charizard first. But that's fine. I think that's it for now on the streaming half. I'll do another one next week, Friday. So I will be scheduling another one again. I'll try to do one on... Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, I know. If anything, I might do one Sunday. I'll try to do one Sunday. Or even Friday again. Normally, I'd be extending this a little bit further, but we'll reconvene again. So thanks again for watching, guys.